So I wanted to demonstrate how my voice it's starting to change. And I know I said that months ago, but like it's starting to be a little bit more noticeable now. Um, like when I talk like a normal volume, it still sounds pretty similar to how it always has, but it is definitely, I am noticing it changing, lowering now. And the way I wanted to demonstrate it, um, I discovered, because of course it does, that Hip Mike has a TVTropes page. So Hip Mike has one, and so all of the divisions have one. So I'm going to do a reading. I'm going to read, I'll just, for brevity's sake, I'll just read Sasura's entry. Um, there's a couple of tropes on here I've never heard of. I didn't know these were things. So here we go. Sasura. The tropes are in alphabetical order. If you're familiar at all with TV tropes, that's their thing. He falls under the following tropes. Addiction displacement. Uses candy as a substitute to his smoking habit, which he gave up between the TDD era and current time. Ascended Extra. He appeared in the Dirty Dog prequel manga before his official debut with Rosho and Rei in September 2019, aka when I first got into Hit Mike. Eyes Always Shut, a staple of his design. Improbable Weapon User. Uses a fire extinguisher to knock out the Tobari brothers in the DH and Bat manga. He thinks on his feet. Nice Guy. While he can be obnoxious at times, particularly when it comes to Samatoki, at his core, Sasura is an upbeat and friendly guy who enjoys making people laugh. Best exemplified in Aosaka Dream at Night when Rosho's stage fright kicks in and he starts stammering during his verse. Sasura starts rapping with him in hopes of trying to calm him down and build up his courage, which leads to Rosho rapping alongside him and regaining his confidence. Sharp-dressed man. Almost always depicted wearing suits, although they're pretty gaudy. That's an understatement. I love you, Sasura, but oh boy. Significant birth date. His birthday is on Halloween. The Idiot from Osaka. Which I guess makes sense that that's a page, and that's a trope in and of itself, because when I first got into Hit Mike and I heard that this group, that they were from Osaka, my immediate first thought was Azumanga Daioh and the character who was nicknamed Osaka in her first appearance in, I believe, the second episode. Because she was a transfer student from Osaka, and I remembered all of the kids, like, gathering around her and starting to just repeat stereotypes about people from Osaka at her, and it turned out like they were basically just people from Osaka are stupid. The one that I remember the best was like, I hear people in Osaka cross the street when the light is still red. And I'm just so yeah, it seems weird. The Idiot from Osaka has its own TV tropes page, but I guess it's not that weird. And trademark favorite drink, cream soda. The entry for Sasura, specifically for the Idiot from Osaka, went on a little bit long, so instead I went on that tangent about Osaka from from Azumanga Daioh, because that was my introduction to Osaka, and Excel Saga being the introduction to Kansai Ben, although it was never actually heard, it was just discussed. But yeah, that's Sasura's TV tropes page. I could go on. I could read Rosho's. It's only like 5 things, and the Idiot from Osaka is there. Sorry, I'm just reading the rest of it. Ray's is his name is Spoilered. Wonder why. Okay, no, fuck this. I'm gonna keep going. Real show. Mama Bear actually punches Ray for tricking his student and getting her hopes up. Now, that punch in the drama track, we heard that it was blocked, but Ray was still like, oh. So, we've always kind of known that Rosher has a little bit of a punch behind that punch. And it was recently drawn for the manga, and we saw it was blocked, but Ray was like, okay, yeah, we're doing this. Like, wow. Okay, Megane. I can't really say that word very fast. There are still some Japanese words that, like, I know how they're pronounced, and I can say them, but they feel awkward to say, like that one. Along with Juto, according to the DHN Bat manga, he received his trademark glasses from Sasura so people wouldn't find him so scary. Because it was bringing their whole comedy thing down. Performance anxiety. Gets nervous in front of crowds. Even stutters in front of his students. In a special one-shot published to commemorate the sale of the first DHM Bat manga volume, his anxiety over the division battle causes him to write rap lyrics on a blackboard in front of a class. I'll show you, disaster man. Stern teacher, the idiot from Osaka. Not as notable as Sasura, but he plays as Tsukomi and tried to be the bokeh in the DHM Bat manga, but he wasn't very funny. Also, when he's angered, he speaks with the Kansai regional accent. And trademark favorite food, pudding. This man can be bribed with pudding, and I love him for it. Because, like, same. And then Ray's is a bit longer than the other two's, but I think it's just because, like, he's been around a little longer. There's as little as we know about him, there's actually a lot more about him that we do know than about Sasura and Rosho, so. But also, like, again, these are tropes. So, like, these are just things that he falls into. And the very first one is absolute cleavage. It reads, a rare male example, his shirt is unbuttoned to expose a good chunk of his chest. Ascended Extra, he appeared in all of the manga and one of the drama tracks before his official debut along with Sasura and Rosho in September 2019. And then this one is spoilered, so if you haven't seen the anime, no, he's the only member of this division to appear in the anime, although he isn't representing Osaka, and that just gave me hope that there's going to be season 2. The whole, like, again, spoilers for episode 13 of the Raimanama show, seeing Ray, like, hearing him being mentioned and seeing him, like, in the shadows and shit, and then actually seeing him on screen, and then the whole thing with Nemu being brought in, it's like, yeah, they're setting up for a season 2. And as much as season 1 got wrong, I still want a season 2, damn it. I want it. I want to see my boys animated, moving around and talking and all of that. And yeah. Anyway. Badass long coat. A fluffy one normally tossed over his shoulders. Cool shades used to hide his heterochromia. Con man. This is stated to be his occupation. Luke, I am your father. Reveals to Jiro and Saburo that he is their father in the Helter Skelter drama track. Mismatched eyes has heterochromia, shares this trait with the Yamada brothers, his sons. One of his eyes is gray while the other is green. Nice hat, though he ditches it after the Helter Skelter drama track. Does he now? Is that why we've got so much official art of him without the coat and hat? I don't speak Japanese. And nobody tells me these things. Like, drama tracks get translated, but no one ever says, well, Ray doesn't wear his hat anymore. Like, and I suppose that's just a carryover from, like, seeing Kuroda at the lives wearing a hat all the time. So I just kind of assume, you know, it's part of the uniform. Rugged scar over his right eye. Silver fox. He kind of qualifies silver as in the age. It says he's the eldest of the main cast at 46 years old and has some visible wrinkles, but that doesn't stop him from being quite good looking, especially when his shades are removed. It certainly helps that his cleavage is exposed. Personally, my criteria for silver fox is he's got to have the salt and pepper hair. Yeah, when you reach a certain age, you're considered like silver or whatever, but he doesn't have the gray yet. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how badly the fandom would freak out if he had gray in his hair? Token evil teammate. Morally gray at best due to him being a con man. 2 aliases, 1 character. How he met Sasura and Rosho. How Sasura had wanted to confront him for scamming Rosho, but the latter confirmed the latter convinced the former to help in confronting a second con man who had scammed his student first. It turns out Ray was behind both incidents. Whoops. So, yeah. They post a random video clip at the bottom of the page. It says, "Can you identify this trope?" And it's a clip from My Little Pony. How did you know to target me specifically with an ad for My Little Pony? Well, not an ad, but like a My Little Pony clip. Like, damn. But yeah, I could go over to the Badass Temple one, but it's pretty short too. Like, very, very short. Oh, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kugo has 8 things. Oh boy. Okay, so they're a little longer than I remember. So, I don't know, maybe a different video for them. Because I really like reading stuff like this out, and especially like now that my voice is... I didn't do that on purpose. Holy shit. Yeah, now that my voice is changing, I would really like to like have stuff to read like this in the future. So again, might maybe just read the Badass Temple one out loud sometime. But yeah. Bye.